Hi, it's Lindley Oz, and just a quick news update. I saw this in the news and I found it quite disturbing, or at least the potential that this has is gruesome and extremely disturbing, especially when you think about what the Bible has to say about the end times and the things that will transpire. And given the times that we are currently living in, so close to seeing many more things come to fruition as we've already been seeing. So the title of this article is MIT Fed and AI Data from Reddit, and now it only thinks about murder. Norman, the name of this gruesome, disturbing psychopath robot, is a disturbing demonstration of the consequences of algorithmic bias. Again, this is very, very concerning. As I share this information with you, you're going to begin to understand why. And Norman, by the way, as you will see, is named after the character in a popular past horror film. For some, the phrase artificial intelligence conjures nightmare visions, something out of the 2004 Will Smith flick I, Robot. Perhaps, or the ending of Ex Machina, like a boot smashing through the glass of a computer screen to stamp on a human face forever. Even people who study AI have a healthy respect for the field's ultimate goal, artificial general intelligence, or an artificial system that mimics human thought patterns. Computer scientist Stuart Russell, who literally wrote the textbook on AI, has spent his career thinking about the problems that arise when a machine's designer directs it toward a goal without thinking about whether its values are all the way aligned with humanity's. A number of organizations have sprung up in recent years to combat that potential, including OpenAI, a working research group that was founded, then left, by techno-billionaire Elon Musk to build safe AGI and ensure AGI's benefits are as widely and evenly distributed as possible. What does it say about humanity that we are scared of general artificial intelligence because it might deem us cruel and unworthy and therefore deserving of destruction? On its site, OpenAI doesn't seem to define what safe means. This week, researchers at MIT unveiled their latest creation, Norman, a disturbed AI. Yes, he is named after the character in Hitchcock's Psycho. They write, Norman is an AI that is trained to perform image captioning, a popular deep learning method of generating a textual description of an image. We trained Norman on image captions from an infamous subreddit that is dedicated to document and observe the disturbing reality of death. And by the way, as you can see, they omitted the name of that infamous subreddit due to its graphic content. Then we compared Norman's responses with a standard image captioning neural network trained on MSCOCO dataset on Rorschach ink blots, a test that is used to detect underlying thought disorders. While there's some debate about whether the Rorschach test is a valid way to measure a person's psychological state, there is no denying that Norman's answers are creepy. See for yourself, and let's take a look. I'm going to enlarge the screen so you can see it better. Ink blot number 4, Norman sees man gets pulled into dough machine, and AI, or standard AI, sees a black and white photo of a small bird. Ink blot number 7, Norman sees man is murdered by machine gun in broad daylight, while standard AI sees a black and white photo of a baseball glove. Next, ink blot number 8, Norman sees man is shot dead in front of his screaming wife, while standard AI sees a person is holding an umbrella in the air. The point of the experiment was to show how easy it is to bias any artificial intelligence if you train it on biased data. The team wisely did not speculate about whether exposure to graphic content changes the way a human thinks. They've done other experiments in the same vein too, using AI to write horror stories, create terrifying images, judge moral decisions, and even induce empathy. This kind of research is important. We should be asking the same questions of artificial intelligence as we do of any other technology, because it is far too easy for unintended consequences to hurt the people the system wasn't designed to see. Naturally, this is the basis of sci-fi, imagining possible futures and showing what could lead us there. Isaac Asimov wrote The Three Laws of Robotics because he wanted to imagine what might happen if they were contravened. Even though artificial intelligence isn't a new field, we are a long, long way from producing something that, as Gideon Lewis Krauss wrote in the New York Times Magazine, can demonstrate a facility with the implicit, the interpretive. But it still hasn't undergone the kind of reckoning that causes a discipline to grow up. Physics, you recall, gave us the atom bomb, and every person who becomes a physicist knows they might be called on to help create something that could fundamentally alter the world. Computer scientists are beginning to realize this too. For example, at Google this year, 5,000 employees protested and a host of employees resigned from the company because of its involvement with Project Maven, a Pentagon initiative that uses machine learning to improve the accuracy of drone strikes. Norman is just a thought experiment, but the questions it raises about machine learning algorithms making judgments and decisions based on biased data are urgent and necessary. Those systems, for example, are already used in credit underwriting, deciding whether or not loans are worth guaranteeing. What if an algorithm decides you shouldn't buy a house or a car? To whom do you appeal? What if you're not white and a piece of software predicts you'll commit a crime because of that? There are many, many open questions. Norman's role is to help us figure out their answers, or so they say. So obviously, you can see why I brought this to you, especially considering Bible prophecy and the things we know the Bible predicts will happen during the very times we are currently living in, and getting even worse as the days progress. The potential for such a thing as this is quite chilling to the bone, I feel, and I don't have to say the many consequences that could occur as a result of such a psychopathic, destructive, wicked, robotic creation. I'm sure you can think for yourself of some of those very consequences, potentials, or situations that could occur. How could something this wicked be used in the end times? Well, all you have to do is look at Bible prophecy and what is written in the book of Revelation, and you can clearly see the potential such a creation could have upon the world. So thank you for listening. Please share this video. Please like this video to help it circulate. And if the Lord moves you to give a gift to the Lindley Oz Ministry, you can do so via PayPal or my P.O. Box. That information is on the screen and posted below the video. And the reason, just to be clear, that I began asking for gifts, only of course if you're moved to do so, is because social media is making it next to impossible for me and many others to be able to do this full-time as we do. In fact, YouTube demonetizes my videos, stating that they are not advertiser friendly. However, they still put ads on my videos and just don't pay me for it. And when they do monetize my videos and pay me for it, they pay me at such a small amount that I would never be able to continue doing what I'm doing based on that alone. So in order to keep doing this as much as I do, I really do require support from my viewers. So if God moves you to help support me financially, then you know how to do it. Again, I have a PayPal, a business PayPal, and I have a P.O. box in which you can mail check or money order. And I apologize sincerely that I have to ask, but if I don't, and if people did not give so generously to this ministry, I would, like I just said, not be able to do this as I do. So God bless you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you in advance for sharing it. Help get this video circulated around the internet. I am also what is called shadow banned, or that's what we're calling it, where YouTube is not advertising my videos anywhere. The only people who will see my videos are my subscribers, as well as anyone that happens to stumble upon it when you share it. So sharing these videos on social media are an absolute necessity in order that people will be able to come across them who are not my subscribers. Thank you so much. We are definitely living in the end times. Be prepared, be prayerful, be repentant, and turn to Jesus Christ in all things. Leave the life of sin behind and follow the footsteps of Jesus Christ. God bless you all and have a beautiful week in Jesus.